Good evening and welcome to another Monday Night Live at Cafe Gratitude. Tonight we have Jennifer Cornbleet with us, and before I give her a proper introduction, I want to tell you who we have coming up in the next few weeks. And I also want to tell a little story that happened at work this week. Actually last week. We had someone come in, made an appointment, came into the office, didn't know, and they come to Monday Night Lives, and they didn't know what we did for a living. So I think I'm kind of failing here. So I need to at least say, my name is Shea. I organize this event. I'm a host of the event, and when I'm not doing this on Monday nights, I am a colon therapist, which a lot of you actually know. And we also do food allergy testing, and we do saunas and other detox work at our office in Santa Rosa. So if you have any interest in what we do, please let us know. We've got business cards, we've got some postcards, and there's also some specials for first-time clients on those postcards. So in the next month, October, starts our month of panels, which I am so excited about. Monday, October 5th, and also Monday, the 26th, we have 2 raw chef panels. The topic is how the top raw chefs really eat, and the panels include Sherry Soria, Catherine Ackland, Shayna Dean, Cecilia Benhumea, Andrea Prim, Matt Samuelson, Brenda Hitton, Chaya Rivka, Melissa Mango, Jerry Hasty, and Elena Love. So between 2 nights, that's a huge lineup. The entire transcripts from that event will be turned into an ebook, which will be available after the event. On October 19th, I have a Raw Athletes panel, How to Succeed as a Raw Athlete, and that includes cyclists, ultramarathoner, a runner, a triathlete, a lacrosse player, and a yoga guy. So that's pretty amazing. Again, those transcripts will turn into an ebook. And on Monday, October 12th, I went out of order, I apologize, we've got a Raw Doctors panel. So we're talking about what the raw food diet means to your health, the top health benefits and challenges. And we've got Dr. Alan Goldhammer, Dr. Rick Dina, Dr. Karen Dina, Dr. Michael Lepelt, Dr. Olaf Grenath, and Dr. Wynn Bertrand. So all of those panels transcripts are being turned into ebooks, and if you come to all 4 panels, you'll get the ebooks for free. So please come. 2 more really cool things. We're ending at the end of November for this year. So we've got some events happening in November I want to mention. They're all going to be great, but on Monday, November 9th, we have a movie for free, May I Be Frank. It is a documentary that was made by some of the guys at Cafe Gratitude. They met a guy named Frank. All he wanted to do was fall in love one more time before he died, and they sat down and got him to commit to a 42-day experiment to change his life with raw food and affirmations, and he's a completely different person now. This will only be the 4th time this movie has been shown in its entirety. What's really special, they're going to do it here. The entire cast and crew are coming up of the documentary. So it'll be an early show at 7. And, oh my gosh, okay, check it out. This just happened. I hope any of you guys even know who this person is, because I'm like beside myself. But on Monday, November 30th, we're having an audience appreciation night and a town hall meeting to plan next year's Monday Night Lives. We're going to have giveaways and a raffle, and I just got Ja Levi to play. Does anyone know Ja Levi? Yeah. I'm very, very, very excited about it. I know, right? Hello, Ja Levi. Okay. He lives in Marin. He's an amazing reggae artist. He's played all over the world with world-class musicians, and he's coming here for free. He's a raw food enthusiast, so that's pretty cool. Okay, tonight, Jennifer Cornbleet. She is here with the recent release of her 2nd book. You've probably seen, if you're raw at all or interested in raw, I know you own or have seen her 1st book, Raw Food Made Easy. Everyone's got this book. Should have brought it to get signed. Here's her 2nd book, Raw for Dessert, and I'm fasting right now and just went through this entire book, and let me tell you, it was pretty amazing. Okay, so here's her official bio. Jennifer Cornbleet is a nationally recognized raw food chef and instructor. She offers lectures, classes, hands-on workshops, and consultations nationwide. Her first book, Raw Food Made Easy, has already sold over 75,000 copies and is consistently on the Amazon.com best-selling cookbook list, uncookbook list. She's also the host of a companion DVD, Raw Food Made Easy. Her second book, Raw for Dessert, just came out. Jennifer is a faculty instructor at the Living Light Culinary Arts Institute, a raw food chef school in Fort Bragg, California. She lectures extensively throughout the world. She has appeared on CBS and ABC Chicago and NBC Denver, and her recipes have been featured in the Chicago Tribune, Conscious Choice, the New York Press, and Cooking Light magazine. Tonight she's going to teach us how we can have our cake and eat it too, with her raw, vegan, gluten-free, and still delicious cakes, pies, crumbles, custards, sorbets, ice creams, cookies, and candies. Oh my God. Here's Jennifer.
Thank you for that introduction. Thanks so much for coming, everyone, to this presentation on raw dessert. And I'm really happy that all of you are here today to learn how to indulge your sweet tooth and to learn how to make some of the most delicious treats you can imagine simply by going raw for dessert. My name is Jennifer Cornbleet, and I'll just introduce myself a little bit for those of you who don't know me. I actually just moved from Chicago to California about a week and a half ago. But before then, I'd been teaching raw food classes in the Chicago area for about 9 years. And just a little bit of background on how I got interested in all of this. I had loved to cook my whole life. My dad was a really good cook. Okay, thank you. My dad was a really good cook, and he taught me how to cook at an early age. And I became a vegetarian when I was 10 years old. So I, from an early age, had an interest in how to make different fruits and vegetables and healthy foods and all that kind of thing. And then later on, when I was in college, I met a yoga instructor who introduced me to the raw food diet. And I didn't have any major health problems the way some people do who decide to change their diets, but I was really intrigued by it, and he was an example of health for me. So I decided to give it a try and see what differences I noticed. And so for a month, I decided to eat only raw foods. And I didn't really know how to be creative with it, so I just ate really simple things like fruits and salads and juices and things. And after a month of doing that, I noticed a big difference in how I felt. I lost 10 pounds, my skin cleared up, allergies went away, I was sleeping better, I had more energy. So I could really see firsthand that changing my diet to a more unprocessed natural diet could make a big difference. So I just began to incorporate it into my daily life. Not 100%, because I don't like to be really strict about things, but just as much as possible, and continue to notice a lot of benefits and really enjoy it. And then several years later, I was a high school English teacher at the time, and I had summers off, and I found out about the Living Light Culinary Arts Institute, which at that time was not in Fort Bragg. It was workshops all around Oregon and Northern California. And I went to one of their summer training programs, and that really opened my eyes to a whole new world. I discovered that not only is raw food healthy, but it can be incredibly delicious. And if you've ever tried other kinds of healthy food, if you haven't always liked the taste, you'll probably love the taste of raw foods because it's so flavorful, so creative. It can be really amazing food. I'll speak up here over the blender a little bit. So that experience changed my life, and I decided to quit my job and start teaching raw food classes full time, which is what I've been doing in the Chicago area for the past 9 years, and also at the Living Light Institute in Northern California. I'm one of the faculty instructors there. And after I'd been teaching for a few years, I decided to write my first book, Raw Food Made Easy, for 1 or 2 people, because a common concern a lot of my students had is that if they wanted to eat raw foods on a regular basis, they needed it to be a lot easier. And there's a lot of wonderful raw food recipe books out there, but they're not always easy. Sometimes you've got sprouting and fermenting and dehydrating and fancy equipment, exotic ingredients. It can be kind of overwhelming. So my goal in Raw Food Made Easy was to make every recipe take under 30 minutes from start to finish. No fancy equipment, no exotic ingredients. I also made the book for 1 or 2 people because a lot of recipe books make 4, 6, 8 servings, and then you've got leftovers you don't necessarily need, and it takes more time and money too to make extra food. So that's part of making it really quick and easy. So that's a little bit about me and my first book. And I want to just tell you what inspired me to write Raw for Dessert, this book that just came out.